Please find a comfortable spot for your practice. I've got this prana workshop coming up, prana awareness, and so we'll keep keep practicing this way so I can get more in the groove, get prepared. Um, Last time we were talking about just prana in general and core channel. We'll still think about this central line of the body. It's called sushumna, and they believe that if your prana, if your vital energy can enter into your center, that this leads to very peaceful, awakened state. But prana, when they think of it, it travels through your whole body, and you can kind of use your skeleton system, your own anatomy, to think about how energy flows. And just very simply, posture, right? If you think of a person who's angry, they have a very different posture than a person who's sad. And so their posture promotes certain moods and energetic levels. And the yogi studies this and practices this way. Same thing with breathing. An angry person breathes very different from a person who's sad. The quality of the breath changes. And so this is also considered prana and an influence of prana on our system. As yogis, we're not really going for anger or sadness, frankly. We're going for a balanced state of mind, a peaceful, tranquil state of mind. But so too, that would also have a posture and a breathing associated with it. The breathing of a you can think of like a sleeping child, actually, would be very, soft, low, relaxed breathing. And the posture is one where there's not collapsing in the spine. There's space in the joints. But yet we're not striving, we're not over aggrandizing our sense of posture, that there's no tension or holding. And we'll examine this throughout some of our postures today. So in this opening posture, we just look at a state of balance. So however you're seated, it looks pretty good right now. You can even just think about letting the joints of your hand, as they're resting on your knees or lap, let your hands be soft. So that almost like a wilted leaf, so the curve of the joint. Prana can pool in curved joints, they say. When we extend our joints, prana kind of shoots out energetically. So you just let your hands be kind of soft. The elbows will naturally be a little bit rounded and curved, but you can even open them just a little bit out so that it broadens the back of the shoulder blades just a little bit. And if you want to just feel the difference, do the opposite. Squeeze your elbows in against your ribs really kind of tight and flare your fingers. And you'll feel like this is actually like a stimulating sort of thing. This is what we do when we're like frightened, right? We might do something like this. And so now you just kind of relax the hands back, kick the elbow out just a little, so it opens the back of your heart, but still be up and full through your spine. This allows the prana to circulate alert and calm. Start to breathe a slow, steady breath. You can maybe hear the sound of the wind faintly at the nose. One really important part about pranic breathing is to think about this diaphragm. The diaphragm is this net or webbing at the base of your rib cage. It's like a muscle that kind of looks like an umbrella. And when you inhale, the diaphragm tones, it pulls down to make room for the air to come into the lungs. And exhaling is just relaxing that muscle. You don't have to squeeze your belly. You don't have to push the air out. You're just relaxing the squeeze. Try it a couple times. When you inhale, you can feel the diaphragm kind of pull down and in to make room for the air to fill the lungs. And then when you exhale, you just relax, kind of just inside the body, just above the waist. About 3 or 4 more, just like that. Breathing chronically, thinking of the diaphragm toning down and then relaxing it on the exhale. so it naturally lifts back up to expel the air. 2 more times. Last breath. Good. Now, open your body, get a little brighter, take more air in, like you're going to take a deep breath and fill your form, not just the lungs, fill your form with prana. Elbows go out wider, crown goes up higher, your torso feels expansive. And then exhale like the air out of the balloon. You can even exhale through your mouth. The elbows go in, head goes down a little bit, belly muscles squeeze. Again, like that. Get big and full like a balloon filling up. Inhale, expansive, and then exhale all of it out. So you're assisting the diaphragm in its breathing, using some secondary muscles for breathing. Inhale, last one. Big breathe. Exhale out. Return to a neutral posture and just breathe that really calm, passive breath. So that the inhale pulls the diaphragm down, and the exhale is a releasing of muscle of the diaphragm to push the air out. It's a relaxing action. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Very calm breath. Shallow breath. Slow, soft breath. And then try again 3 rounds of the bigger assisted breathing. We're going to feel our whole posture get bigger with prana. Inhale. And then use the exhale, push a little bit, contract. Squeezing the belly muscles, shrinking a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And then one more round, just come back to the calm, neutral, even breath, where it looks like the body is very still and the breath is just faintly moving through your inner system. Keep awareness of your spine like it was a pillar or a flagpole, and gently turn around the spine like in a spiral to your right. Breathe down your spine to help move the diaphragm. Twist to the other direction and breathe. Inhale down your spine. Good. Come back to center. Hook your thumbs, open up big and bright, lift your chin, pull the shoulders and elbows back, breathe a little bit bigger and fuller, but still down your spine. Good. Exhale, put your hands on blocks or on the floor, just hang for a moment here. Still breathing down the spine, but feel how the back opens as you breathe in this shape. Breathing into the back of the diaphragm a little more. Good. Slowly just walk it forward over your knees to tabletop shape. Press down through your palms and spread your hand. Engage your fingertips. And you can just think bright prana by spreading your fingers, spreading your palms. There's just a more active presence happening through the hand here. Look at your hand, even see that there's just a brightness and an aliveness in the mindful way that you press on the mat. This is building prana there, building its capacity to be strong. It'll encourage blood flow, circulation, and then muscular strength over time. Sit back a little bit and just do the opposite. Just calm it down. Let your joints even round so your fingertips are down. You can bring the fingers closer together. And just be soft, but still come forward. Notice this feels very different, just in the way that you press your fingers down. It's a different pranic signature. A yogi is exploring their range, ability to be calm, ability to be dynamic. Good, you can choose. Just work with whatever felt better to you, the more active, bright hand or the soft, sort of watery hand. And we'll practice moving here. You're going to sit your hips back and tuck the toes. And then inhale, come forward, bring the shoulders out as far forward as it feels comfortable. Even if you're doing the more relaxed hand, still press with the finger pads. And then come back to neutral. Inhale, lift your left leg up into the sky. And then take it back behind you to the right. Inhale, pull that knee all the way up to the side on the left. And then bring it back under. Inhale, bring the right leg up behind you. And then back over the left side, opening the hip. And then squeeze it along the right edge. Good. And then back under. One more time. Left leg, inhale it up. Back to the right. Swoop all the way around left. And then back to neutral. Inhale, right leg up. Back to the left. All the way along the right side, and then squeeze under. Good. Come down to your forearms. You can hold a block or press your hands down flat and keep your elbows under your shoulders. Now you're going to move your heart. You're going to move your spine up and down in relationship to your shoulder blades. Just growing more aware as you melt the space between your shoulder blades, activating the back muscles, having that spine feel connected. We want this central channel, Sushumna, to feel like liquid, yet it can be strong when it needs to. And so you're just kind of opening up your shoulder joints this way, back and forth a couple times. Really be careful if you need to be propped up on blocks, do so. And it's called melting the heart, and then you're kind of lifting it back up, doming it slightly. Good. Tuck the toes and lift up forearm plank for a few deep breaths. Firm up your core, but breathe down your spine. Good. Knees and pelvis into the earth. Inhale, slide the collarbones forward and up, Sphinx pose. Excellent. You can push with your hands and lift your elbows off the ground if that works for you. And squeeze the muscles around the heart. So not like the physical, organ heart, but like the center of your spine heart. So that was kind of like a central of your anatomy. And you're going to squeeze the muscles inside the shoulder blades towards that central part of the spine. Exhale, lower down. Walk the palms out in front. Press the palms down. Bright hands now. Let's all practice bright hands. And extend the elbows. When we extend joints, that sends prana through the joint as opposed to collecting in the joint. Extend and reach. This will enliven your energy level. Extend your knees, like straighten your knees and point the toe. Good. And start to reach your palms and your toes away from each other, lengthening your spine, lengthening the shoulder. Keep breathing here, enlivening and waking up the body. 2 more deep breaths. And then relax. Take the left hand, place it under your shoulder and a little wide, and push with that hand. So you roll up onto the left shoulder rolls up, and then reach the left leg back behind you, stretching the front of the hip. Breathe down your spine, but let the left side be a little more open here. Good. Roll it back to center. Slide the left hand way out in front, right hand back behind you or under the shoulder. And then roll the body, and then pull the right leg back behind you. Still breathing down the spine. Roll it back to center. Place the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, curl up, upward dog or cobra. Push down through your hands with a firmness. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears with a firmness. And bring up your spine. These are the posture lines of a yoga pose. The shoulders go down, the hands go down the side channel, and the spine comes up. Good. Push all the way back, child's pose. Pull the pelvis back. And you can draw these lines like a V from your palms to the tailbone. There's a V shape. Pull the V longer. And feel like you're almost like a turtle going into a turtle shell. Send your crown down your spine into your hips. So you're like a turtle in a turtle shell. This is child's pose, feeling like a sense of retreat, a sense of quietude, like you are hiding. Inhale, roll it back up to tabletop, arching the spine, cow face pose. You're going to arch your back and open your throat. So the whole front of your spine opens and bows. Good. Walk the fingertips back to the knees, and then inhale, come up. Rise up, support your low back, look up to the sky. Think of the spine like a well, like a fountain. So you go up from the knees, up through the pelvis, and through the top of your chest is the overflowing fountain. Make sure you get your chin out of the way of the overflowing fountain. Breathe here. Exhale, sit the hips down. It looks really good. Good job moving the energy. Sit the hips back a little bit lower towards the heels again. And then inhale, rise up. You're going to step your right foot forward. You go a little wide, go as wide as you need to. And press down through the back knee and front foot as you sink through your pelvis. Keep your right hand on your knee and lift your left hand up like you're raising your hand like you were a really eager student and you had a question, or you had the answer to the question. You're like, me. Spread your palm, extend your elbow. Now push on an imaginary wall with that hand. So it creates some tone through that side of your body. As you push on that imaginary wall, slide your hand further up that wall. It's going to start to turn more into an archway than it is a wall. As you breathe and open your side lunge. Keep pressing down with your right palm as well. Good. Close that channel, close that side down. You're going to switch legs, and we'll open up the other side. Left palm points, presses down. You're going to inhale, reach up your right palm, get bright in the hand, extend through the elbow, and put some pressure to create tone. That muscular tone activates the channels of prana this way. If you do it with like a yogic mindset, you're shining awareness on your anatomy. And then reach up as you breathe. Remember, we're inhaling down our spine as we open our arm into an archway. Get bigger and brighter on that side. Looks good. Now press back, downward facing dog pose. We'll be there for about 5 deep breaths. See if at first, before I even give the cue, if you can feel the energy lines, right? The sort of pathways, the prana flows to make this shape. For me, the energy line is all about this pulling back and up through our hips. So from your hands, there's this long V shape. You press down with your palm and pull your pelvis directly away from your palms. Breathe and feel that. Then let your spine just kind of hang in that V shape. As you pull back with your pelvis from that V shape, sink energy down through your knees, your heels, and the ball of your foot. Breathe in downward dog. Let the prana circulate. Good. Come back down to kneeling and sit up again. You're going to turn your, you're going to kind of kickstand your right knee, right foot in, so you can put your left knee out. And see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, like my foot is, it's not straight back. It's coming across. So I'm opening my hips. Yes, that's good. Then put your elbow, your left elbow on your left knee. Good. Take a moment, just push down with your back knee and your front foot to open across the hip some. Just push down. Yeah. As you push down, you can just kind of lean forward a little bit. Try to find where your strength is, where your hips can feel nice and secure. Good. Reach your right arm up like you're trying to grab a rope high in the sky. Awesome. Keep reaching. You can't reach the rope. You just got to keep reaching for it. That's it. And as you reach your arm up, think of it directly away from your back knee. So you're clearing that energy line from your back knee through your hand. Good. Keep breathing. And now open the front of your heart and squeeze your back muscles as you breathe and circulate prana. This is a very activating, enlivening shape. Good. Come out of the pose. Let's change which leg. So you're going to turn the left foot in and take a big old step forward with your right foot. First thing, just kind of sink into the posture where you can feel open in your hips, yet strong and stable in your legs. Then we move the energy. Perch your elbow and reach up. Like you're trying to grab a rope and you just can't get to it. This opens the side channel on the left side of the body. Good. Now angle that top arm so it's like a vector from your fingertips, left fingertips, all the way down through your left knee. And push those things away from each other so that line gets bigger and brighter and more expressive. Good. Open the front body by squeezing the back body. And then breathe the prana. Circulate it through the shape. Good. Come out of the pose. Come down to your fingertips again. You can tuck your toes and push your hips back into a squat pose. Drop the pelvis down towards the heels and just breathe. You can do a more rounded squat or tone the upper back muscles, mid back muscles for more uprightness. We're trying to circulate the prana, get it moving through the whole system. That's why we focus on the breathing and put a mental attitude of aliveness in our muscular tone. Good. Push down through your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Walk to the front of your mat if you're not there already. Mountain pose. Take a moment in your mountain pose to lift your toes and lift your kneecap. It's like you're drinking prana, you're drinking energy up the legs from the earth. As you drink the energy from the toes, knees, into the hips, you put your hands on your hips. Just stand up tall for a second. Good. Now move your elbows and shoulders back just a little bit so you're squeezing the muscles around your spine. Good. From here, you're going to take your hands by your shoulders and push straight out in a T shape. Keep breathing here. Roll the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Let the muscles tone and hug into each other. There's a fire. There's a warmth that happens. Prana is like they think of it as like a light, a luminosity. And that heat, when the muscle fires, you're illuminating the muscles with your consciousness. Good. Relax everything. Let the toes come down. Let the arms hang. Good job. We're going to do the exact same pose, just a little more luminosity now that we know what to expect. Lift the toes, but keep the pads of the toe down, or the ball pads. Lift the kneecaps so your legs feel like they're drinking water up from the ground. With your hands on your hips, gently pull the shoulder, elbow, but it's really the muscle around the ribs into the spine. Breathe here. Draw the hands up and then push out with them. Active elbows and palms and right hands looks good. And roll the shoulders. If it's bothering you, you can do the hands a little lower. Try to make them even though. Breathe here. Down your spine. And then relax. Take the left hand on the head and let the head go over to the right. Sorry, to the left. We talked about an overflowing fountain. You can imagine that space where your neck and shoulder meet is an outpouring of a fountain or a blooming of a flower. Turn the palm up and out slightly. Another blooming flower. Learning our energetic anatomy and how it complements our physical one. Place the hand on top of the head. Take the head over. See an overflowing fountain between the neck and shoulder. Turn the palm up and out. Another blooming flower. Try to get into the feeling of your own muscle and bone as you explore your energetic anatomy. The nadis they think of these nadis as these channels of energy through our system. They can get kind of like gunked up or stagnant, come back to center. A good yoga practice with breath and movement clears the nadi system. Bend your knees nice and deep, chair pose, push down from your pelvis so your thigh bone is pushed down through your feet evenly. Your thigh bones pushed down through your feet evenly. Good. Bring your arms up like they're a field goal post. And then squeeze the muscles inside, underneath the shoulder blade and inside like the ribs. So it's helping to open the chest, tone the muscles around your spine. Looks good. Gently bring the belly muscles back so you don't arch too much in your spine. Sit a little deeper if you can by pressing the thigh bones down. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back position. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back position. Exhale, step the right leg back and press down through it to get a stretch in the back of your calf. Push down firm through the earth. Inhale, come up, warrior one. And now press down with your feet and pull them towards each other like you're trying to scrunch your mat. This will create a sense of heat and, again, energy that comes up into your pelvis. From that, inhale, lift the arms up and out, warrior one. So the pose is an expression of lifting energy from your legs up and out. Breathe. Drop your shoulder blades away from each other. And step out of the pose. Looks good. Give yourself a moment just to rest. It can be a lot of intensity to be this focused on your body, and we don't want to overburn and then end up dim. So just make sure, give yourself a chance to just relax and be. Don't think too much. Bend your knees, bow forward. You can rest your belly on your thighs a little bit. Inhale, flat back pose. Exhale, release your spine. Inhale, flat back pose. Exhale, release your spine. Step the left foot back and press down through the heel. Stretch your calf. Come up and drink energy up through the legs by pressing the feet down and hugging them in. So you feel this inner leg muscles kind of pulling prana up. Then you're going to lift that up through your spine, up and out like a fountain overflowing. You can soften the joints a little bit. Don't burn too bright. The yoga is about striking the balance of energy and calm. We're inhaling down our spine today. Good. Step forward. Put your left hand on your hip and think about the spine is the central channel, and there's all these muscles that run along the side of it. And squeeze the muscles in your mind on the side of the spine. So you're tipping to the left, squeezing the muscles. Breathe here. Be mindful. All along the spine, the muscles can tone and contract, even on the side of the neck. Good. Now inhale, take up your right arm all the way up and over like it's a clock hand, trying to get to 3 o'clock. Inhale back up. Find the central channel in your awareness. And then gently start to squeeze all the muscles on the right side. Bit by bit. Listening and feeling. Creating tone on the right channel. You found a good place of awareness. You've been through the whole side of the spine. Inhale, open the left arm up and over. Inhale, come back up. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the right leg back and wheel up, warrior two pose this time. Same thing we've been working on with our legs. We press down with the whole of the foot. You can think of your arch of the foot like a well, like a hollow, and you're pulling the prana up through the arch of the foot, from the big toe to the heel. Bring that up through the legs and into the core of the pelvis. And softly, like flower blooms, like tree branches, grow your arms and your skull outward, perched and floating in the matrix of prana. Joints are relaxed yet full. Good. Drop the hands down in front. You can touch the fingertips to the floor or to the blocks. And then press back to downward facing dog pose. Breathe in the energy lines that you already feel, or maybe from earlier. And just chill for a second. When you're ready, push the right foot forward. Come up, warrior two. Press down through your feet and drink prana up through the arch of the foot. As you kind of pull it up through the legs into the pelvis, that's like your base, that's your anchor. And then you just sort of sprout like a tree branches, top of the tree with the crown, open the upper body, and just sort of dwell in the asana, dwell in the posture, like you were held in the field of prana. It's okay to let the joints be just a little bit curved, yet full and expansive at the same time. Good. Turn, touch the fingertips down. You can touch blocks or the floor. And then step back, plank pose. Hold and breathe. Exhale, knees down. Keep holding and breathing. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Tone the muscles around your spine. Like you're pulling things. You're pulling yourself. Your tone, your awareness is being drawn into the core channel. And you inhale down it. Good. Push back, child's pose. Think of the V shape from your palms to your pelvis. And let your spine feel like a turtle. Drawing down, entering deep into the core. Good. Walk the hands back and push up, push so that the knees come up into a squat pose. Inhale, push up. And step walk it to the front of your yoga mat. Bring the feet together, or as close together as you can. If your big toes and ankles can touch, great. And feel how your foot, your arch is actually a circle when your 2 feet are together. So your toes pads are down, the outer edge of your foot is down, and the heel is down. And you've got this sort of circle or this dome that your arch is almost an invisible dome that you're standing on. That energy rises up through the core channel, through the crown of your head. Just sort of imagine and visualize that little dome is rising up energy through the crown of your head. And your mountain pose will just come together naturally. Yeah, it's perfect. Keep this feeling. If you want to go to the wall, go to the wall. Maybe even try it without the wall at first, and then go to the wall if you need it. But keep this feeling of balance. Still visualize that dome rising up, and you're going to lift your left ankle up on top of your right knee and then sit down. But you still visualize that dome and that pillar running through as you sit. And if you need the wall, just go use it, no problem. But still visualize this pillar that is right there. Inhale, come up. If you maintain that pillar, your balance should improve. Come back to neutral mountain pose like we just worked on. Find it. Once it's fixed in the mind, there's an awareness of it. Then you do the right ankle and still hug to that pillar. I can feel my body's musculature is not as balanced on this side. It's harder to stay. Inhale, come up. Nice job. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bow. You can separate the feet a little bit now. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Now you can grab your ankle or put your hand on a block, whatever kind of feels good to you, and put your left hand on your hip. So the right hand holds both ankle, the floor, the block. And now slowly straighten your right leg into triangle pose. We usually always come from above. We're coming from below today. So you're pushing energy as you extend your knees of both legs. You're pulling energy up into the pelvis. Good. Open your top arm and squeeze the upper back and mid back muscles into your spine. Keep extending through your knee joint. Good. Drop both hands down to the front of the mat and step forward. And step your right foot back. Slowly place your left hand down and start to straighten your front leg. And think of the energy as you straighten both legs. You're pulling prana up through the sole of the foot into the pelvis. Wait for the legs to get set. Wait for that pull to happen deep into the core. And then open the right arm. Triangle pose. Breathe. Sustain your focus. The mind and the prana are tethered to each other. Keep working through the knee joint. You're not just locking out your knees. You're pulling energy up from the ground. Good. Drop both hands down. Rebend the knees. We're going back to plank pose again, folks. Push through the sole of the foot, even though only the toe pads are down. Drop the right knee to the floor. Right knee to the floor. Turn your body open and lift up your left side. Good. As you lift up your left side, hug your spine. And now shoot your top hand away from your back foot.
If you want, lift your back foot and try to keep, again, the top hand and the top foot moving straight away from each other. There's a straight vector. Breathe. Now, send your back foot back and arch it a little bit, and send your top thumb back. So you're kind of arching your back. A little bit of bowing is happening. Good. Back to plank pose. Stay connected to a flow. Stay mindfully present for the awareness of body. Drop the left knee. Turn the foot out. And then open the right side. Tone your muscles into your spine. Enter the central channel. That's how you find some balance and focus. And then direct your top hand away from your back foot. If you want to lift your back foot, go ahead and keep directing your foot and hand away from each other. Good. Close it back to neutral. Walk your knees back and lift your toes up. So a kneeling push-up and just lower down. You can do 2 push-ups if you want. Work your joints very clean and smooth. And then lower down. Walk, lift the knees, and pull them back before dropping them back down. You can do this 3 times. Your hamstrings have to lift your knees up. Good. Inhale, arch your spine a little bit. If you want to hold your feet, go right ahead. If you want to skip that today, go right ahead. You can just do a cobra pose with your toes in the air. And then we squeeze our muscles into the spine on all sides, not just the back of the spine. Find all the muscles. You can even rock a little bit side to side as all your muscles move towards your spine. And then from there, kick out from your spine in an even radiance. Breathe. Exhale, release, and relax your practice. Go back to that original breath where there's no physical effort happening. Just feel the diaphragm pull the breath in. And you just relax that effort to send the breath out. Feel the diaphragm pull the breath in. And just relax your effort to send the breath out. 3 more times. Good. Press up and back. Child's pose. Then send the right knee forward for pigeon pose. Point the toe behind you. Thanks, Kathy. Point the toe behind you. You can stay upright with your hands and right hands, or just melt it. Melt the spine. Try to close your eyes and just listen. Listen to your central channel. Feel how the breath pulls prana down the spine. The diaphragm is just one physical thing that happens. Try to feel into your left leg. Almost just like let your left leg, your left thigh release out of the hip. It just like softly lengthens out of the hip. Good. Tuck the toes, come back to a neutral shape that works for your body. Pause there. And then push the left knee forward for pigeon on the second side. You can be active and stay upright with a more mellow, soft, and hang spine. But do the practice of feeling the energy move toward the core channel. The muscles hug in. Once the muscles have hugged in, you're breathing, that back leg will just drop and extend out and away from the hip. Tuck the toes, come back to a neutral shape, maybe like downward dog. Now that we've been practicing, still move through the energy line, but with less physical effort. So we don't have to work the muscles so much, but still just feel the energy come up through the hands, arms to the tail as the tail pulls back. And then feel that energy kind of round and drop down through the legs, through the knees and feet. It's like you're creating a circuit of energy, just less physically rigorous, but it's the same circuit of energy. Walk it forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Softly reaffirm that insight from mountain pose, that your feet are standing on like a little dome. They're like a very thin cereal bowl. And that energy rises straight up from the apex of that bowl up through your core. Do take this now to a wall. You could face the wall today so you don't have to keep moving. And find this mountain pose again. Just being upright. Either hand could be at the wall. And put your left foot against your inner right leg. Feel that inner energy from the top of that bowl come straight up through the crown, through the body. Keep breathing. Calm, soft breath. Down the spine on the inhale. Quiet clarity of focus. And then relax. Come back to a mountain pose. Find that subtle visualization of rising energy, rising pillar. And when you're ready, bring up your right foot for tree pose on the second side. Keep honoring your inner energy body. This is not your walking day-to-day personality posture. It is an opportunity for your body to return to a yogic neutral, a yogic natural, putting space in your joints, yet a softness in your joints. Unburdened by just sort of the societal norms of how we dress and garb our personality. Just letting the muscles and bones exist in space. Relax the leg. You can back away from the wall, still be able to reach it. And then you can touch the wall and slide your hands down it as you send the left leg back behind you. It's like a warrior three. You can use the wall in front of you to balance. Push down through your right leg and think about working the knee towards straight. Doesn't have to get there today. You want to work through the knee joint, but in a balanced way so the hip feels supported by it. Inhale, come back up. Second side. Start the knee bent and you work the knee joint so there's prana as opposed to just locking out your muscles or joints. Warrior three, left leg down. Once you're in the warrior three, start to work the standing leg today. Come back up. And come to the front of your mat again. Open the stance this time, about as wide as your mat. Just push your hips so that to one side doesn't matter. And so if your hips are going, maybe it does matter. Sorry, push your hips to the right. As you push your hips to the right, squeeze the left side again, like we did earlier. And come back up and try the other side. Same thing. Hips go the other direction. Squeeze the other side. Just being internal and listening. Finding a sense of balance and returning to our core, our center. Back up to center. Slowly squat down. We're going to try staff pose today. Staff pose, some of us might want to sit on something. Some of us might want to sit on a lot of something. It also can go to the wall. How are you going to know how much you're going to sit up? You're going to start sitting up and then maybe take something away. Staff pose is where the legs are straight and your spine is vertical. So we want to activate our legs. Now, the one issue with sitting up is that sometimes we can hyperextend our knees, but we've been working all class on bringing energy through our knees as opposed to hyperextending down and out the back of the joint. So press your heels down and draw your toes back, like your feet were pressing on a wall and the toes were peeled off the wall. That should engage the legs. And now try to feel prana move through the knee joint into the pelvis. Notice what happens in your hips as you pull prana through the knee joint into the pelvis. If your knees are bent, that's fine. Maybe sit up a little higher and still keep working that action. Now you might feel like your hips kind of absorb that energy. And they're almost like they might tuck under just a little bit, just a little bit. Keep the belly muscles slightly in and float. Float. Don't rise, don't reach, just float your spine up. You can keep the hands pressing down near your hips or lift your arms straight in the air with the rising, with the floating. Good. Breathe here, staff pose. Good job. Not a back bend. And relax. Whew. We're going to do the exact same thing, but in a wide-legged variation. So stretch the legs out wide in a V and engage the same thing. You might sit up, but the toes will point up. Heels press down. Start to engage. And then softly, don't think muscles, think prana. Moves through. I can feel it's like catching a little bit on my hip. I'm going to sit up again and see if that helps me. Yeah, much better. Draw through the knee joint like you're drinking into the pelvis. It'll just gently round the pelvis. Yeah, sitting up is good. If you feel any binding in your hip and the muscle, it means you're not sitting up high enough. And as you drink the energy into the pelvis, now rise or float through your spine. Looks good, everyone. Good. I'm glad to see you adding stuff under your hips. Hands can go down into the floor or up into the air, but don't disconnect your spine. Your spine is one continuous circuit. And relax. Relax everything. Relax the feet. Bring the feet a little more in and then take the left foot to the inner thigh of your right leg. Turn your body over the right leg and just open your arms out like pitching tents in a tripod. Good. Activate your feet like we've been doing all class and drink prana up into the hip joint like you're pulling your leg into your hip socket. And then just hang your spine. Keep your legs nice and strong and hang your spine effortlessly. Breathe here. Inhale up, relax. Change legs. Flex the foot and drink energy up through the knee. Pull it in your hip. And then kind of just open joints, relax joints, but full. The fingers are gently curled, the elbows are gently bent, spine gently rounds. Just be with that felt experience. Inhale, come back up. Good. Remove whatever you're sitting on, and then slowly rock down onto your back. Press your elbows and shoulders down and squeeze the muscles in the mid back towards your spine. Once those muscles feel hugged towards your spine, press your feet down and lift up for bridge. Soften back into the mat. Put out your right leg and twist it to the left. So the left leg twists to the right. I'm sorry. Roll it back to center and twist to the other side. Inhale back to center. Stretch out your body. You can actually start with the legs against each other and the arms against the body. So the spine kind of floats in the middle of your body. Breathing. Inhale down your spine. And just relax the arms and legs so the toes turn out and the palms fall open. You can make any additional adjustments that feel good.
Start to stretch your body. And press up to a comfortable seat. When you inhale, relax, tone the diaphragm, but breathe softly, relax everything else. Just the diaphragm pulls the breath in. On the exhale, you just release. So the breath comes out. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.